All right, check this out. I'm going to show you how to use AI to actually copy your writing style and then write something useful that you can actually use. This is a totally different way than what most people are doing, and it's way better. If you've ever used AI to try to copy your style or write something, you've probably been very unimpressed because usually if you just use standard methods, you just get like a word salad, just something that there's a lot of words there, but you really can't use it. You'll get banned by Google. And it reads in a boring way and it just doesn't work. So I'm going to show you how to use your own writing style and then have this copied. So this is really neat. So the first thing you want to do, and watch this honestly until the end because there's a lot of tips here that you probably won't think about. So this is it's not going to be all obvious stuff. Okay, so what I did is I went to my two most popular Medium articles. So you have to have some writing sample, and I'll just copy and paste these into ChatGPT. I know you can do this with Claude too. It doesn't really matter what you're using, but I'm going to show you why I'm using ChatGPT. Okay, so I'm going to copy this in here up to here and put it in ChatGPT. And first, I'm just going to tell it, like, I want you to help learn my exact writing style. Don't say anything yet. I'll just give my two articles to learn from. First one. So then I'm just going to cut and paste this into here. I'm using GPT 4.0. Okay. Okay, it's going to, so it just says, great, you're going to analyze my writing style here. Now the second one, I'm going to do, let's see the first, yeah, I did that one first. Okay, so these ones each had like over 100,000 views each article or 100,000 reads. So I guess people like them. So I'm going, or they've done well. Here is the second one. Okay. I'm just going to stop it right here. Okay. So now the first thing I want to do, instead of just having it, instead of just having it like you learn in any way possible, which is what most people do, I want to go specifically over certain things and then get them to analyze it one by one. And then it can use its overall approach as well. And now this is much better than just saying, you learn it in your own way. So I'll just say first, what did you learn about how I write titles? And you can use more articles than just two. I just want to be relatively quick here. Okay, provocative, attention grabbing, action oriented percents, whatever. Okay, so look how detailed it is just from these. And then I'm going to use ChatGPT's memory. So I'm going to say, okay, remember this in memory. So it should update memory here. So it actually has this every time when I open a new chat. I'm talking about how I like to write titles. Okay. See, memory updated. Okay. That took longer than I thought, but doesn't matter. Okay. The next thing I'm going to ask about the tone. And you'll see why all this is important to do it in order. What tone do I use? And put all of these into memory as I ask them. Okay, so now it's going to put all these things into memory. I'm going to go one by one and just see what it figures out from the tone. If I don't do it like this and ask my own questions, then what tends to happen is it'll just use another boilerplate way of learning. I want to direct the learning. This is really slow. Okay. What is the tone? Curious. It just put it in memory. That was kind of odd. Okay. What reading level do I write at? Okay, eighth grade reading level. They say that's pretty good for what most people like to read. So you can break down more complicated things, but if you're putting it in an easy way to read, that usually does well. So I'm happy to see that. Um, what common words or phrases do I use? Remember, you could do more than just two articles, but I'm just giving you the idea really of how this works. And I think you're going to like the results when I get to these, okay? So bear with me a little bit here. Um, Now, it's probably better to ask these one by one, but I don't want to take too long. So I'll just ask them at once. This isn't too much. So I'm asking, where do I link out to? Because I put links to other places when I'm linking to my website and stuff like that. How long are my sentences? What's the formatting typically like? Okay, so I want it to really think through these specific things. And if you have other aspects that you want ChatGPT to learn about your writing style, ask it specifically to notice that particular thing and then learn about it. If you just, again, ask it to learn in general, it'll just sort of learn whatever it wants to. It doesn't pay attention to everything unless you direct it. Okay, now I'm going over like an incredibly detailed version of this in our premium course. I'm going to put the link in the description. That people are really enjoying that right now. We have a sale on, so you might want to check that out because we go into detail with even better stuff. But this will be pretty good as well. Um, okay, so you link to resources like your newsletter, blah blah blah, your sentences. Concise, 1 to 2 lines. Formatting is engaging, frequent line breaks, bold. So it's like it's learned what I do. All right. And it's learned what I do, not by me saying learn it, by me saying, asking it to learn specific things. That's a huge difference. All right. Step 2. Now I'm ready to write my article, but I'm not just going to say, okay, now you have my style, go ahead and write it. I'm still in the kind of brainstorming phase. Now, the beauty is once I've done the first part and put it into memory, I don't need to do this again for my next article. Okay. I already have this now. All right. So usually this is going to be step 1 in the future. So now I'm going to tell ChatGPT what I want to write about and mention some key points I want to put. So this is what I want to write about today. I'm going to write about what I'm teaching about right now. So how to get ChatGPT to copy my writing style. So, okay. Now I want help writing an article about okay. So I'm just stopping it because I don't want it to do all this stuff, okay? I want to go one by one. So the first thing that I want it to do is to um, break down the learning into steps. Don't just tell it everything at once and then ask it to write it out in phases, okay? So let's see. I'll ask it for 5 good title and subtitle combos. Give me 5 good title subtitle combos based on my style. Mm-hmm. All right. These are all decent. Okay. But let's just see here. New killer ChatGPT hack: how to copy your writing style like a pro. Super prompt. See, so I want to see. It's good to do one prompt with one little area of focus. I don't. If I just say write the article, including the title, it'll write everything, and it won't put much effort or attention into the title. So this is so much better to go step by step. These are all pretty good, honestly. I'll just use this one for now. So I'll use number 3. And then what I want to do here, let's just take a look. Okay, so don't worry about the formatting yet. Now I just want it to write out my exact style. Okay, so I'll just tell it, don't worry about formatting yet. Just write an article using my exact style. Okay. Now again, I teach even more specifics, how to get it even more dialed in to do better. I'm getting 100,000 or more views a month just in Medium, building up clear on Substack as well. So it's really worthwhile to actually take that, but this will just give you a good lead in to the kind of stuff we talk about. We just go into more depth so you get better results. Just want to make sure they took number 3. Yeah, they did. Okay, so now it's writing this. Learn the right way, blah, blah, blah. Step 1, step 2. Okay, so they've done some formatting here. Okay. All right. Now what I like to do is, okay, now format it so I can copy, paste it into Medium. Okay, so while I'm doing that, I'm just going to think about the next thing I want to do. So then I'm going to say now, so I'm formatting it like I do for Medium, and then I'm going to say, add the emojis where I normally do. Sometimes I add a few, and then I'm going to put the links. Okay. Now add in a few emojis, not too many, the way I like to. And then I'm going to show you what this looks like on Medium when I go and write an actual new post. Okay. Which is pretty cool. I'll just type the next prompt. My links at the bottom and a link to my free 5-day email course. Middle of the article. Okay, so for now, after this gets done, I'm just going to show you what it looks like when it's actually cut and pasted straight into Medium. All right, so this is going to be pretty neat how quick this goes. So now I don't have to get this link. It's already there. And I have all these links that I normally go. I put them into memory at another time as well. So you can just say, if you have certain websites that you link out to generally when you're writing something or posting on social media, then, you know, you can just put those links right in there. and then it will remember it. Just say, here's my link to this, here's my link to that, go remember it. And then you don't have to look them up or type them in all the time. Okay, so let's just see. Now I could tweak and go around with it a bit more. Now, this is not enough to just go ahead and post right now. Okay, some people would. It's a lot better than what most people do, but I would still get this better. Um, but this is a pretty good start. So watch this. So I'm going to cut and paste that. And then you have to do the title. You have to do the title and subtitles separately with cutting and pasting. That's not a big deal, but you just have to, or else everything will go right into the title. Okay, subtitle. Here, and then you just, I don't like that period there. I'll take that out. Click this. So title, subtitle. Okay. Now, normally I'd put an image somewhere as well, but so look at the style already. It's looking like a Medium article. It's not just, it's formatted like sign up for my email course. Like I would have to tell it again. Like this is actually a link to my YouTube channel. This is a link to the website. Sometimes you have to say it, 3 or 4 times. Make sure this link gets in there. Make sure this link, because if there's a lot of links, it can gloss over them. But if you do that a few times, that will work. So this is actually pretty much my writing kind of formatting. I do start saying, like, most people think this, blah, 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 right, like me, wrong. This is already, I couldn't tell. If I looked at this a few months later, I would personally not be able to tell that I didn't write it up until here. Here's the truth. I might not put this emoji here. Step one, give examples. Okay, pick 2 to 3 pieces of your best writing. And now here's what I do. Here's what I would do. I would take this. This is honestly perfect so far. And then I might just add in like a note. So here is what I just used. And then I would put like a screenshot of, I don't know, like this article or something. I would say, I just to make it like, here's my top article. Like that looks good for a screenshot. So let's just say, you know, whatever. Let's just say here's what I just used, and then screenshot. Um, you know, look. So here's like my other article. So like you can put images, make it a little more specific. But this is exactly what I've done. These are the steps. This is how I would format it. I can't really tell, you know, like I would go over it in more detail. Here's all the links I want. That's pretty much how I'd go ahead and do that. Again, like it's harder to do while I'm recording a video because I have to think about what I'm saying instead of just focus exactly on this. But um, this is a great start. Honestly, if you start this way, you get such a good start that you can almost click publish right away. Just add in a few things, change a few things. If you put this kind of start, but if I just went back to the beginning, like, if I open up a brand new chat, okay, and I just say, uh, write an article about what, how to get AI to copy your writing style. So this is a new chat window, so it's not accessing the memory. Okay. Well, a funny thing is, so this is actually, I mean, it always throws you a curveball. The reason yours probably won't have, it probably won't do this if you've never done it. Like there's even a bunch of emojis in here and I didn't tell it. The reason that even this has so much of this is because I've done this so many, like even this, right? It says the AI Growth Guys newsletter. So it's actually accessing the memory that I just put in. So it's almost like I'd have to go and undo my own memory, which I don't want to do right now. But the point is, if you actually try to do this, still the one I just did is a lot better because I didn't, this is not accessing my exact writing style. That was from the last one. It's accessing generally what I've put in here. But like here it says 5 to 10 samples, and it's not paying attention actually what I was doing. This is too many emojis and didn't really follow exactly the links, but it is accessing what I previously put into my personal memory. But if you ask it, just write an article, it'll just be long paragraphs with too many words, and it's hard to tell. It's hard to explain, but it's just so obviously AI written, and these things will be ruined in the AI detectors. But it's not just that. No one will want to read them. No one will want to share them. They're not any good. So if you can get AI to actually write in a way that you can't even tell that it's not you, and then edit it to the point where it really is you and really is what you want to put, rather than just like, oh, that was quick. Now I can post it. If you can do it that way, I don't even really consider it AI writing. It's just using AI as a tool to speed things up. If there's literally no difference than what you could do yourself. So anyway, I'm going to put the link in the description to the course, which I think you should check out, and our free 5-day course as well. But I think this will give you a good start to how to get AI to copy your writing style.